Minty, and today is another very big day for RuneScape. RuneScape 3 login issues are looking like they're about to end. The beta server was offline for a bit, came online, now it's down, and they have all the feedback they need to start the next step. People should be getting their accounts back soon, possibly next week. Not everyone, but we'll get into more details. Also, we have the reward. We know what you guys are going to get for your reward package, your stimulus check in RuneScape. Also, Tempoross is getting a hot fix, which we covered yesterday, but now we have some more information, which we did get from Zuko. Very good on her. She's doing great work. And, well, let's just dive in. But before we do, this is the channel that keeps you up to date on everything RuneScape related, news, memes, and art. And we've been uploading daily. So if you guys want to jump on board, drop a like, subscribe, hit that bell icon. But it does help me out. I do appreciate that. Let's start with a meme. Petition to change the crabs on Tempoross Cove. Excuse me, sir, it's Cove. Island to these bad boys. I would vote yes. Could you imagine those little crabs poking ones at you the whole time? That might be very annoying, but I would say yes. Let's do that. So this is some pretty big news. So I have a lot to cover, but I really just want to jump into this because I know people who've been playing RuneScape 3 and can't log in, so they have been playing. The RS3 login error, if you don't know, 1% of people can't log in. It's been like that for a couple weeks. A 1 in 20-year problem said by the CEO of Jagex. It's been crazy. They've been working nonstop. And this just came out from Jagex Kari, one of the RuneScape 3 mods. And they're actually having a Q&A later tonight, a live stream. It's not out yet. I'll probably make a second video on even more information about this. I'm telling you, it's a big old day. And she just drops this absolute bombshell called Account Returning Begins and Making Things Right. So they've learned a lot in the beta, and we'll go over the beta servers and what's happening with that soon, but people were getting sent in invites in waves, and they went to, I think, 7 waves of invitations. So if you were able to jump in on that and get your account, they logged in, and their feedback, because they say restoring accounts. First, I'll just read this. Based on the beta results, we are excited to share that we will begin the process of returning accounts early next week. Not everyone, but some. While it is obvious the news everyone has been waiting for, we want to stress is the start of our journey rather than the finish line. But a very good start at the very least. With our learnings from the beta, this will be a rolling process. First, we get the accounts that we are confident are in strong restoration state back in the game. And that will happen early next week. So some people logged in and said, yep, I'm okay with this. My account's looking pretty good. Those guys will be right into the game again. We'll also work in parallel to continue improving efforts for the more adversely impacted accounts. So not everyone is in the clear, but there are some. So here's the known issues that when you get your account back, you're going to have to deal with a little bit of annoyances here. 1. Banks returned will be in a disorganized, jumbled state. So if you organize your bank, unlike me, you might be a little annoyed. Invention perks are kind of messed up. They've tried everything to restore them, including a fix mid-beta. Unfortunately, we do expect most players to experience some loss on the perks or revisions of February 8th. But they're looking towards alternative solutions, such as potentially refunding components used with gizmos. So, you know, if you're a little patient, it could fix itself out. And then player-owned farms and ranches. You guys can get ranches on RuneScape 3? Oh my god. Out-of-time progress has proved difficult to restore via telemetry, and we expect most players to find any progress related to animals in pens. I almost read that wrong. And barns back to February 8th state. So you might miss out on a little bit of that. I didn't know you guys had breeding. Oh my god. So their commitment to aftercare. Like I said, they stated, Kari stated that this is the starting line, not the finish line. So they're going to have to polish things up as they're going. So from next Tuesday's initial rollout, looks like it's going to be starting Tuesday. Every person impacted by the login lockout will have the opportunity to flag anything that doesn't seem right. So if something is out of the ordinary, boom, and hopefully they will fix it. To set expectations, we won't necessarily be able to return everything as it was. For example, the insurmountable problems we mentioned earlier. However, even in those cases, we want to hear from you. Our team's working incredibly hard. But let's talk about the best part, the gift package that everyone gets if they were infected or affected. Everyone else, we don't get gift packages. You get your membership back. You get it starting from March 18th, and then you get your rune metrics if you had those subscriptions. You get a 31-day trial of that. the return gift package. Exclusive cosmetic gifts. The title returned. The returned Iron Man for Iron Man. So you get a title. Cloak of returning, disc of returning. They're really going all the way here. Disc of returning inventory object, weapon override, return from the abyss teleport animation. You get a return from the abyss animation for your teleport. Also, you get 10 times restoration pods, worth 1 hour of double XP each, 10 advanced pulse cores, 10 cinder cores, 10 large protein packs. I think I'm saying that right. 10 medium prismatic lamps, 10 yak task skips. What the? This is tongue twisters, man. 10 portable skill station packs, 10 D&D monthly reset tokens, members only. Well, you should get your members back anyway. So they should just give anyone who was affected membership for at least a month. I think they're doing that, but only if you were paying already. So these will be rewarded for people who were affected in April 6th and returning, man. Also, you get double daily keys. That'll be happening. Just because you missed out for a couple weeks, so they want to get you those keys. Apparently, a lot of dailies in RuneScape, man. RuneScape 3. That's why I play old school. If the old school accounts were affected, they just say, all right, make a new one. You're not getting your stuff back. Let's be real. Comment down below if you think that's true, man. I swear to God, they would not do any of this, man. No double XP, no nothing. I kind of like it that way, though. But I do think people should be getting some here. And that's pretty much the whole package. I'll be leaving this link down below if you want to sift through this, get some information. It is on a Reddit from Modkari, so go on there, check it out. We got a lot more to cover, but final words, I just want to reiterate that this journey isn't over. We've made huge strides, albeit imperfect, but we'll continue our mission to get you into a happy place. And they're very stoked about April. So, huge news. Starting off huge. And we still have so much to cover today's video. Probably be a second video today covering the live stream. So let's go. The beta only maintenance that happened today at 9:30 game time. Beta servers will be taken offline up to 2 hours. So they're already taken offline. Kind of cool there. Regular post from RuneScape's Twitter. And then also, as intended, we will close access to the account integrity beta. So it's just kind of a warning pre-hand. And look at this art. Every time they post something, they just come out with some crazy art. I'm not hating it. I'm just surprised how awesome it is. Thank you, RuneScape. Yeah, it was great. And then here we go with the beta in full swing. Want to check in on a couple of updates on the latest happenings. So they kind of go, if you're in current participant of the account integrity beta, please return on it. So they wanted you to get on it. It is closed now. And then here's going to be the live stream that is happening today, which I will be covering. I may link it down below if you guys want to watch it, because it'll probably be out in a couple hours after this video goes live, but I will give some feedback from that. And this is pretty much, we'll just go to their post. They posted as well. Log and locked out daily updates. We covered everything here except for this, March 26th. Calling all beta testers, please come again. Servers at the ready, and then they close the servers, and the next step from the beta. As we are closing the stages of the beta, we'd love to join us for a special live stream tonight, 17 game time over at twitch.tv/RuneScape. Make sure you don't log in your RuneScape account. No one's gonna ask for your RuneScape info. Don't click on double XP streams. Be safe. We'll give you a rundown of our learnings from the beta so far, things we're working on, and most importantly, what's next. Will this information be the same as the Modkari Discord post that just came out? Possibly. I don't know. But I'd assume they probably have more information on the live stream that I need to cover. So that's everything going on with RuneScape 3 logins. It's looking pretty damn good for you guys. I've been I should have waited a bit before I finished my thought. I've been reading your comments. A lot of you still can't log in. Let's get into some memes real quick. This is the new area for Tempoross Cove. I can't be the only one. I'm not saying nothing, dude. If your brain went somewhere, that is your fault. Thank you very much, Mikulik. POV, you're the seagull on the Tempoross dock. Yeah, I was trying to loot fish there because people dropped their food, and I just kept seeing health bars go down. I'm like, what the hell? Are people dying? Nah, it's just these poor little birds getting slapped up, man. Also, old school RuneScape, definitely some old school RuneScape today. Got some news from them. We're delighted to see many of you enjoying Tempoross. We've been swimming through vast oceans of your feedback and released some hot fixes. That was announced yesterday from Zuko, that we played the clip if you want to go check the last video and watch that. But yeah, we were talking about that they're going to be doing some changes and buffs to Tempoross, which is looking pretty good. Also, I was reading down here because Madzuko was replying to a lot of posts. Actually, I think it was this one. Come and join us for our Twitch live Q&A. Oh, that was yesterday's post. Yes, okay. All right, now I know where I'm at. Apologies. So, Old School RuneScape posted about the Q&A they had yesterday that we covered, and then Madzuko made some posts on Tempoross down here that I thought we'd read before we get into the hot fixes. So would you consider raising the points for putting out fires, fixing totems? Currently, people dodge these because it's inefficient. Zuko says, cheers for the suggestion. We're definitely in the process of getting those specifics. That's very nice. And then a real common question I've been getting. Shouldn't the waves fill the buckets? So in the minigame, you get hit by a big blue wave, but your buckets don't refill. Why not? I don't know. And apparently, I thought it was really cool, they discussed it. And there's maybe future updates with appropriate requirements. For now, you can carefully bury the buckets in sand, avoid them being washed away. All right. So, probably won't happen. She kind of says just because it makes sense doesn't mean it's a good gameplay change. I think it would be a good gameplay change, but still, there's some feedback on that question everyone's asking. Let's get into the hot fixes, my friends. So, we've removed some less desirable fish. I'm guessing the trout, salmon, pike. So you get more valuable fish more often because people were complaining about, I believe it's like 40k loot per hour if you don't get like a good drop. We're reducing the chance to receive some low value items. So reduce more loot updates, so no more nails or less nails, feathers, and bait. Increasing the size stack when you do receive them. Very nice. We're increasing the chance to receive all types of fish. Very nice as well. Increasing the number of soaked pages. There's a buff. We're changing the reward cap on Ultimate Iron Man from 10 to 8,000. So, there's an Iron Man nerf in the beginning, or Ultimate Iron Man, and then they just said, that's fine, you guys have 8,000 as well. We don't mind. And then some feedback. So people were complaining that there's cycles of this boss, and if you do the fish Tempoross boss in one cycle instead of two, it feels like you don't get as much points or XP. So it doesn't feel like it's worth doing. So they'll be looking into that. They didn't expect people to defeat it so quickly. Could have some updates on a one cycle, more XP, more rewards, possibly. Just kind of speculating there. XP rates provided in the blogs are unachievable. Tempoross is not meant to replace traditional fishing, and we don't want people fishing around. They don't want to stop people from fishing. So they want you to know that if you sacrifice points, you get more XP. If you sacrifice XP, you get more points. I do enjoy the balance. I'm very looking forward to the loot buffs coming in soon. They also talk about the Tome of Water does not increase the effectiveness of curse spells. Well, they should have really mentioned that more. Not that it's a big deal, but I mean, either way, they say they're going to pull it in the future to see if they want that to happen. All right, whatever. That's fine. Not a big deal. And then, of course, game clients are crashing when playing along large groups of people in Tempoross Cove. And they've looked at it. It seems like it's an exclusive iPhone user problem, and they're looking for a solution. So if you're playing on your iPhone, I would not recommend doing Tempoross, or at least not on an active world. So those are the hot fixes and possible. I mean, it is item buff so far. There's going to be covering more item buffs, I'd imagine. But yeah, just kind of reducing the poo food, and the bad drops. So that's always good. Let's look at, first we'll start with the Dragon Harpoon. Do a little item watch today. Dragon Harpoon, one of the best in slot items. If you make it into the Infernal Harpoon with a Smoldering Stone, it becomes the best item for this boss. And with a buff on its way, we are seeing a bit of a dip still. So, it hit an all-time high of 2.2 mil, which we covered yesterday. I don't know why it didn't achieve another high. I guess so many were dumped in the economy. And then it seems like it's going down to hit that 2 mil point. I did buy a lot of Dragon Harpoons at about this price point, so I'm going to hold and see what happens with the new buff. But yeah, you can see just massive amounts of Dragon Harpoons being sold. But if they have too much of a sell-off, I'd imagine the price will start skyrocketing again. I don't know. I'm a very bad merch. So make your own decisions. I am invested in the Harpoon to see if the buff does pay off. I'll probably lose money. Now, we checked yesterday for the Smoldering Stone. The Grand Exchange price said 2.5 mil. I read the YouTube comments. No, not even close. This is what the Smoldering Stone, which you need for the Dragon Harpoon to make the Infernal Harpoon and best in slot in Cove, is going for. 6 million GP. 6 million GP. 4 million off the Grand Exchange price. What is happening? This is crazy. So a lot of people probably got super rich off of this. And it looks like it hit almost, a high of 7 mil during this craze. So if you guys do want to see current Grand Exchange prices, just look it up on the wiki, whatever you want to call it. I call it the wiki. It's more fun. And you will see, because they partner with RuneLite for very good Grand Exchange options and price valuation. So I use that because I do enjoy the Grand Exchange website, but it's not accurate at all. But you do get to see how many are sold. So that is nice. And then we'll end it off with a cute noob. Off the cute noob subreddit. If you see a cute noob, post it. I'll probably cover it. I am Woohoo posted King Wizard slaying Bloodvells to protect his kingdom. I love it. I love it, dude. Oh, look at this man. Now, maybe he was just G-mauling it, but I don't know. I'd like to just assume that he was just slapping Bloodvells with that G-maul for hours on end. Either way, I love me some cute noobs. Bit of a longer video today, a lot covered. We got the RuneScape 3 early access. Accounts are going to be coming in next week. Beta's down. We got the whole, what you're going to get for the recovery package, the gift package. We got hot fixes coming in for Tempoross. Huge video today. Probably another one very soon to cover that Q&A live stream. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you're enjoying the daily updates, and I will see you in the next episode.